Hi everyone, it's Peggy Merwin with Stamp with Peggy. Today is Monday, oh my goodness, March 11th. Can you believe this month is almost half over already? It seems like it just started. So we're going to give everybody a couple seconds to get on, and I mean seconds. Let me get myself up here so that I can watch for comments. Make sure you tell me when you are with me. Hi Jackie, thanks for joining. Okay, and there we are. Okay, so make sure you say hi. Hopefully everybody had a fabulous weekend. I did. It was a busy weekend. It seems like the days are busier and busier right now all the time. I went up and saw my mom and dad Friday night and Saturday, and my mom kicked me out after lunch on Saturday so that I could come home and spend some time with my son and grandkids, his two, the 11 and 13-year-old. So it was busy. I drove up there. I got to see, and my mom is doing fabulous, which is wonderful. And then I got to come home and be with the rest of the family, went out for dinner. They did some blacksmithing on Saturday while I was gone. That's why they came down initially. My son wanted to do a little bit of playing with my husband. So they went out and made some fire tongs, is what we call them. It's to be able to grab the wood and move the fire around when you're doing it. So they had a good time with that. Then, like I said, we went out for dinner. That was wonderful. And then I did a little stamping with my granddaughter yesterday morning before they went home. She did the Panda Friends kit and the Rock Legend kits with no stamping. And of course, I had extra supplies because I had used some pieces for other things. And she said, Grandma, I can take those home. So I sent her home with a box of leftover things that she can make lots of other fun things with. All right, so let's see what we got. Hi, Judith. Thank you for joining. Kathy Sanford, thank you. And let's take a peek. Okay, so again, hopefully everybody had a wonderful weekend. Okay, so we are going to do a little playing. I kind of put it in the description as I started the live. We're going to make a fun, wobbly fun fold card. I saw this earlier tonight from Karen Titus. Did one similar to it. I made it into a full-size card and used different products, but it's just kind of a fun, different way to do something. But before we do that, of course, we need to make sure that you are liking, commenting, tagging friends, getting other people to join in on the fun. Viewership is growing, which is wonderful. Hi, Kim. So I have winners from last week's comments. And the first one is the Faceted Gem Trio Pack. This was from the holiday catalog. And the lucky person is Tina. And Tina, I'm sorry, I never know how to pronounce your name. But I will get this off in the mail to you. Annie, make sure you tag her so that she knows she won a gift. And then the second one is the Adhesive-Backed Lightning and Stars. This is in the current spring mini catalog. These are just fun to add on. They go with the rock and roll suite, but they're fun to be able to add on to anything. Who doesn't love some stars? And the winner of that is Roz Wolf. Roz, make sure that you send me a message so that I get your address so that I can pop this in the mail to you. So anybody who knows Roz and got Roz to start joining us, make sure that you let her know that she has a prize here waiting, and so she needs to let me know. Okay, all right, and so yeah. Marianne, hi. Okay, just trying to follow along. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put it down. I'm going to quickly show you one of the other projects from our Stampin' Sisters retreat last weekend. I showed you the framed art that we did, which was so much fun. And then this is one of the projects that I designed that we have a lot of people who are not big into scrapbooking at our event. So we try to do some small things because some of us still like to do little bits. This project could work as a birthday card, and you could put gift cards in some of the different pockets and slots, write little notes to the person so it does not have to be scrapbooking if you are not into scrapbooking, okay? So I'm going to scoot this. Hi, Rory. And I'm going to flip you down. Okay, you're going to get readjusted here for a second. Okay, close your eyes. It's coming back up. We're going to jiggle a little bit. Okay, there is our current host code right there. And I'm going to scoot this forward so that I have a little more workspace. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so this is the project that we did. It's using the Beach Days bundle. That's what the little lifeguard station is from. We have sand castles, a ball, wishing you a beautiful day, which I thought was perfect for adding little greetings and things. Hi, Mary Beth. Okay, so it ties on the side, and then it opens up, and there you've got, oh, I got a little leftover glue. You've got a photo spot. And just a fun little, so again, you could just write a little something to someone, and then we're going to flip the page again. We've got the inside for photo mats. You could, again, you could add gift cards onto here. This has a little pull out that is ready for pictures on both sides. Okay, so it's great for, I can't wait. We're going to Cancun next month, and so I can't wait to be able to add some pictures from that. Here we have some sand castles and some little beach weeds. And then we've got our umbrella and chair. Somebody's playing with the beach ball. Somebody's out surfing. Not me. Okay. Then we're flipping over. We've got another of the lifeguard stand with some little sand hills and seashells. We have another pull-out section to add pages onto both sides. And then some palm trees. Now, palm trees definitely say vacation, right? A couple of little quick things. So take a picture of your favorite drink, cut those out and put those on there. One more photo spot, and then on the back. And you could even put something on the back, but I thought that just color coordinates very well. So that was one of the other projects that we did at Stampin' Sisters Retreat. Coming up this weekend, I will be at a convention. And then next weekend is Cabin Fever. So we'll have some other fun projects to share. Okay, so you ready? And I think I'm going to show you the card first this time. I don't usually do that. Okay, so here is our card. And it's a little wobbly card. Our coffee cup is wiggling and jiggling. And then we've got our fun little heart foams. And we open our card up. And we've got all the little coffee splatters. And then we open our card up. Hello there, let's catch up. And then we've got our little coffee beans. Isn't that fun? I just thought this was a really cool, different fun fold. Okay, so you ready to make it? All right, so we are going to start with a piece of Lost Lagoon that is 4 1/4 by 11. And it's scored at 5.5. Okay, so I did fold it. We're going to go back and we'll use the bone folder again and crease it really well. But first, we have to get our cut and emboss machine out. Okay, and I'm going to try it sideways and see if I can do that. Okay, so I've got our plate, my very well-loved plates. Okay, and we're going to put the card front in there. And I need to grab my sticky note tape. Okay, I'm using my favorite dies, the Stylish Shapes, and I'm using the second largest. Okay, and we're going to put that on our card front. And we're going to come down about 1/2 inch from the fold. We're centering side to side, and then we're just going to put a couple pieces of that sticky tape on there to help hold it in place. See how well loved? This was a brand new plate last weekend, and somebody did something so that it's got a little crack in it, but it still works. Okay. So now we're going to hold on to it. We're going to wiggle and jiggle a little bit. Hi, Miss Sandy. Okay, trying to keep it from jiggling too bad. All right. And then we're going to take that out of there. Okay. Now I want this top half embossed. Again, I showed you that it's coffee splatters. So I use the splatter embossing folder from the Stripes and Splatters. That was one of the celebration items that you could get. It was an add-on one that began in February. Okay. And so I'm going to turn it this way, and I'm putting it right at the fold, and it's going to score just below the circle. But this is a thick one, and I realize I don't tell you this stuff very often. So when you have the thick embossing folders, you need to get rid of the plates on here, okay? And you just put the embossing folder in your cardstock in there. And then you have to use, and I'm trying to think what they call it. It's the number 4 plate. It's for the thick embossing folders. So you're going to stick that over the top. So you don't have a plate under your embossing folder when you're using the thick ones. You just have the gray plate on top. With the old Big Shot, it might have been the blue plate. I can't remember because I don't have mine anymore. Okay, so we're going to set that out of the way for a minute. Okay, and then you can see I have little like water splats. Kind of looks like coffee spills, right? Okay, so then, let's see. I got to pull my parts and pieces out. I have a piece of the designer paper that's 2 inches by 4 1/8. And I am going to adhere that right down to the bottom, except first, I'm going to make sure that my card is flat again. Okay, and so we are going to put Stampin' Seal or the green Tombow glue. Okay, and we're going to line that up. We have just 1/8 of an inch border around the edges. Just like that. Okay, then I took Pecan Pie, and I have 1/4 of an inch by 4 1/4, and this time I'm going to use the glue. And so we're just going to lightly put, it doesn't take a lot of the glue, and that's where I just saw something, and somebody said, if you're getting it on your fingers, you're using way too much. Okay. All right, so you really don't need much, and it will hold really well. It will go from the edge of the cardstock, from one edge to the other, and I'm going right over the designer paper. Okay, kind of right at the top. And am I straight? I think so. About 1 7/8, about 1 7/8. Yep. Okay. Close up our glue. Okay. Then I've got a piece of basic white. That is 5 1/4 by 8 inches, and it's scored at 4 inches. And we're going to fold it in half, or fold it on the score line, just like a regular card base. Use your bone folder to get it really crisp and good. Dude, I love this folder too. I just think it's a lot of fun. The stripe that's in the same package is also amazing. And they will work in the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Okay, we are going to put the fold on the right hand. No, we're not. I'm fibbing. Okay, the fold is going to go on the left, just like normal. But I cut a piece of the splat paper to go on top of it. That was really hard to do too, because I love those little things. Oops, hang on. There we go. Okay, so this is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. So we're going to go ahead and adhere that onto the basic white card. Again, the fold is on the left. Okay, we're just going to center that on there. Isn't that fun, just peeking through there? Okay, and then I used the 2 3/8 inch circle punch to punch a piece of pecan pie. And then I'm going to use, oh, I guess I should have shown you to start with. If you have not seen before, the Latte Love bundle, the stamp set and the dies. Love this thing. Absolutely love this. These are little coffee beans. So I am using the Pecan Pie. And honestly, if you're not a coffee lover, you could say that they are chocolate covered raisins, chocolate covered, they're a little small for chocolate covered cranberries, but they could be. They could even be peanuts, right? Oh, Jackie just got this one. She can't wait to use it. I love this one. We will be doing something with it at Club Wednesday night too, Jackie. Okay, and I'm just using the coffee beans to go around the outside edge of the circle. And then, yeah, I think I'm done with that for a minute. Okay, and so this circle is going to go right in the center. I fussy cut one of the coffee mugs. Isn't it? I just love this. And so I decided the yellow went quite well. Okay, and I just realized I forgot one little piece. I forgot the wobble. Now, I haven't ordered these recently, but I got them from Amazon a couple years ago and had some left. Okay, and so we are going to, and I'm trying to think if it, okay, I think this time we're going to do it a little different than I did the first time. Okay, we're going to take this solid side, and it's got, oops, sorry, it's got a sticker on it or a covering on it. So we're going to peel that off on both sides. It leaves a little white in the center. We're going to put that onto the back of our coffee mug. And I'm doing it the longer way. So kind of up and down, just like the coffee cup is. Okay. And then, and I think I'm going to go ahead and glue that piece down before we attach it. How's that? So I'm going to use a little bit of green glue. When I say green glue, I mean the multi-purpose liquid glue, because it's green top and bottom. It's just easier to say green glue. The good thing is there is not a, whoops, what I didn't do is line that up there. It's not glued down yet, but okay. So we're just going to stick that in the center. Kind of hides up the splotches a little bit, but it showcases the coffee cup a little bit more. All right, like that. So now we're going to peel the backing off from the other part of the wobble. And then we're going to stick it down, making sure that the handle is not going over the edge. Okay, check that out. Isn't that fun? Okay, but I thought it needed a little bit of something, so I stamped the coffee mugs or the coffee beans onto another scrap, and then I'm going to take the little coffee beans die, and we're going to pull this back up here. We're going to get rid of that plate. We're going to pull back in our adapter plate number 2 and our very warped bottom plate. And then, now what did I do? There it is. Okay, and then we're going to line this up. And we're going to die cut out the little set of coffee beans. This little sticky tape is so awesome for holding those pieces in place since we no longer have a magnetic plate. Okay, and I'm trying not to jiggle too bad. Okay, come out. Okay, let's get that back on the floor. Okay. And let's put our die back. Okay, so we just have the little bitty coffee beans. So we're going to add those onto the side of our coffee cup, kind of like that. And I'm going to use, because I don't want it on the whole thing, I'm going to use the green glue, and I'm doing it on about half of it, because I don't want to stick it down, right? I want it hanging over the edge of my cup just a little bit. Look at that. So fun. Okay, then we're going to open this back up. Before we glue it down, we are going to stamp. We're going to use the Pecan Pie, and we're going to use the Hello There, Let's Catch Up stamp. So remember, just a tap, tap, tap. You don't have to squish to get the ink. We're going to try to go as straight as we can. Not too bad. We're going to add a couple more coffee beans or chocolate covered peanuts or raisinets or for the inside of our card. Okay, now we're going to adhere it to the inside. And it looks like I need to give it a little crease again. Did you notice I have not used any dimensionals? Okay, Helen, if you're on tonight, no dimensionals on tonight's card. The Wobble gave me the lift that a dimensional would do with a little bit of fun. Okay, so now we're going to center that back in there before I really squeeze it down. Yep, that's good. So if you're not real comfortable with the placement, you can put the card base down first and then go ahead and put this part down. Okay, look at how fun that is. So then I decided I wanted to pull in the Adhesive-Backed swirl dots, and we're going to just scatter a few of those, which could be like little whipped cream dollops that went off. If it's a hot cocoa or a, what are they called? Latte, chai lattes. Look at how cute that is. Now, we should make sure that we do our envelope also. And since the only stamp that I put on a block are the coffee beans, let's just go ahead and add. We'll go just like that into the corner, so they know there's a little special something in there. How fun is that? Now in here, you could put a gift card down at the bottom, or let's go meet at Starbucks or Panera or Dunkin' Donuts, or any local coffee shop would be fun. Okay, so there you go. There is this week's card project using the Latte Love bundle and the Little Latte Designer Paper. Okay, you guys have a fabulous week. Like I said, I am off to Houston, Texas Thursday morning, and hopefully I will learn lots of fun things at our annual convention. Okay, love the Wobbles. Does Amazon, I believe they still sell them. I will try to remember, Annie, to go look, but you should be able to just search for Wobbles, crafting Wobbles or card making Wobbles, but they're a lot of fun, like with the animals, to make the animals jump a little bit. Okay, everybody have a fabulous week, and I will see you next Monday, which will be the 18th of March. Maybe it's time for a little Easter. Everybody take care. Bye-bye.